The fifth one is the sight, reality of Wu Wei. If you have Wu Wei, you have the sight, you have the view. Die Sicht ist doch Sight, oder? So. This is Wu Wei. What means Wu Wei? Basically, it means no intent. Some people translate it as doing nothing. And then some other people say, no, that is wrong. Of course, you still do everything, but you do it without intent. And you do it in accordance to the nature. I say it does only mean, because when we take this away, when we say, if I put right, 自为 means self-oriented, 自为. So Wu Wei means non-self-oriented, without an ego. This is the first step of Wu Wei. Wu Wei has 3 circles. The outerst one, the most general one, means acting without ego. So you do anything for another person, this is also a kind of Wu Wei. It's the first step and the most outer circle of Wu Wei, but it's still Wu Wei. Doing always for yourself and like wanting for yourself more than for other people, this is the opposite of Wu Wei. Yeah? Like water, it's compared to Wu Wei. Water comes and is good for others. It rains down and it is good for others. But now I come and say water also kills people. But does this water do it from its own ego? You know? Or water does like break houses. But it is not that the water says, I want to break this house. It is in accordance to the flow. And this is what Wu Wei in the main general outer circle means. Gen Wudadi killed people. You know that? Krishna killed people. You know that? Yeah, it happened. But Krishna is an immortal. How happens? Moses killed one guy coming to him when everything like was on, like they were about to like run out. One guy came to him, very like shouting to him, wanted to like hit him or say something to him, and he was so angry he punched him one time with his fist and the guy died. At this moment where they were about to break out from Pharaoh's place, one guy came to Moses within all this struggle and fighting situation, and I don't know if the guy wanted to hit him or shout to him or do something or kill him, but the moment Moses was so angry, he punched him once and the guy died. But Moses is a prophet. It is said that he separated the Red Sea, right? Is it? Is it the Red Sea or Dead Sea? Red Sea, yeah. So, I'm one person who believes in all these immortals. It can be in like Indian, Chinese, in the, you know, Arabic or whatever. It doesn't matter from where they come. I believe into those immortals. So, yes, do not kill. It also comes from Moses, or like what he also says. But himself, he killed one person. Yeah. So this is like you can't judge over the water. You can't say, hey, we must, you know, give the water a death sentence. It is similar to that, but this is not what we can understand. Because in our minds, we should not kill people, and not because now we listened that, let's say, Moses killed one guy and then now we start also killing people. This is not the thing, because this is not what Moses teaches. Moses didn't say go and kill people. But it happened. And this is also not what the water says, but it happens. Yeah? So if you now, with the example of water, if you say, let's say, okay, Moses killed one guy, let's say you are a Greenpeace guy or something, and you say, no, he killed the guy, I never follow Moses, if you say like this. So you are the same guy who must also say, I never drink water again. You would have said this. You must say this also. If you judge over, an action like that, you must on the other side also say, water killed people, so I never drink water again. I want nothing to do with water. Yeah. But if you compare how much lives water saved, how much lives water make grow, compared to how much lives it took. Now we are on quantity again, I know, but you must think this way. It is not the quantity, but just for the example, like, yes, water killed lives, but the water also gives lives. Any person without water, within how many days we are dead? How many days? It's not much. So means water helped every person on this world, but also killed some. But we can't judge water over that a couple of killed things. Why? Because water doesn't have an ego. So we believe that immortals also do not have an ego. So this is when you go through Wu Wei. No intent, no ego. Yeah, the sixth level is where you actually... So in the fifth level, with Wu Wei, your sight opens up. Okay, in this level, like here, your skill is sureness and wisdom. You have wisdom. But here you have the sight, the view. This person can look into your heart. That person can't look into your heart. It's the difference. Wu Wei, Shengren. Shengren. In Tao Te Ching, Shengren. Mostly compared with water. In most translations as the wise man, which I don't agree with. Shengren means vollkommen, like the perfect mind. Why perfect? Because it's in perfect accordance to the one. Has the view to refuse nothing. He has that view to refuse nothing. Why? Because everywhere, in every moment, in every situation, this person can see the oneness. All the others, they can't. This reality people, they know about this truth, but they can't see it in every moment. They know about that truth, about oneness. They know everything comes from oneness, everything is one, but they live it to every moment. So that's why if they would refuse something, they would have refused something from Tao. So something happens with their life, they take it. Some people say, okay, let's cure this, let's heal this, let's say, sickness. Okay, they take it too. Because this somebody is also coming from Tao, according to their view. Living like this, with the time, the view opens up, and when I say they see into your heart, this is also what I literally mean. So they have the view, means they can see your thoughts, they can see your feelings. they can talk to an ant, they can talk to a plant, because they have the view, they have the connection. But before, they don't have. Here is the wisdom, but not the view. Here is the view. So, but this is still not considered as an immortal. Person who comes to, I must do this. A person who comes to this stage gets three things. Like coming here, coming here, coming here. Some people, they know it, they are there. Some people, they don't know it. But coming here, people who reach this, they get three things. One, the first thing, a robe. Now today it's a coat, let's say a coat. Second, a stamp. Third, a book. One book. All three is not from this world. The coat is not from this world, even though when we see it, it looks like a normal coat. In the old times, a robe, right? This coat he needs for some tasks he don't have the powers for, because this person does not have the power of an immortal. So some, let's say, time jumps or space jumps, this person can't do with his own powers. He has the wisdom for it, but with the code he's able to do it. With the stamp he can give orders, what he can't do like an immortal from his own power. But with the stamp of the immortals he can do that. With the book, which is not from this world, he can know things which is not taught in this world. He can know truths and information, and he can get lectures from places which we don't know. So these three things, this reality, Shu, Xianren and the Shengren, they use these. Once they pass here, they give it to the next people who arrive here. When they pass to immortality, this is the world of spirit and power. So it's not spirit power, it's like the world of spirit and the world of power. The sixth. So here you are called Shenxian or Shenren. Shenxian. Shen means, is this Shen, spirit? Shenren means like spirit human. So you are looking like a normal human, but you are spirit. Yeah. And what we call immortals, basically from here on, all before is not considered as immortals. And the last consciousness is the Tao consciousness, or the true human consciousness. This is, according to Zhuangzi, higher than an immortal. Like true human, a true human, Zhenren, is higher than an immortal. A person who truly understands what he is higher than one person who can fly and manifest things or have all the powers what we see in hero movies or Superman or something like this. So this spiritual powers or spirit man or reality of power, you leave your ego here behind before you come here. Going through this way, you leave your ego behind. With your ego, you can't pass to here. Yeah? And here, you leave everything behind. Coming to Tao consciousness like Wuji or Taiji. You leave everything behind. Also spirit you leave behind. So practices of immortality, theory of immortality is this. Practices of immortality, I gave a couple of examples. Yeah, doing things to widen your comfort zone. This goes with believing, because if you don't believe, you wouldn't do them. And then goes into receiving, then goes into sureness, and so on. So this is the theory of immortality and the practice of immortality. The history of Genwudadi is absolutely not for today. It is the history of the 5 dragons and Genwu, how he freed himself from this physical material world and how he goes through these 7 levels. In the story of Genwudadi, you have the 5 dragons, how he go out, like he's the emperor's son. I don't tell the story now, like, you know, just he's the emperor's son, he goes to the Wudang mountains and he wants to cultivate, and all that story includes the teaching of the 5 dragons and how the 5 dragons school him and how he subdue those dragons, and doing so how he goes from level 1 to level 2 to level 3 to 4, 5 until he reaches like Tao consciousness at the end of the story. Yeah, this is like, or at least spirit consciousness. Yeah, Shen Shen. The end he becomes Shen Shen. So these are the history of Genwu. We will do this one day, maybe towards the end of the camp, because it is very, very important. If you want to understand our way of teaching the cultivation, you should at least know that story. There are so countless stories about immortals, how they became immortals. Yeah, but because Genwudadi is connected to Mount Wudang, and our arts and what we do, they come also mostly from Mount Wudang. So we also tell this story mainly to all our students, that they know that it's not about they need to go that way, but that they know the story. Yeah, the story everyone knows, but behind the story, all the, let's say, symbolic meanings behind the stories, not everyone knows. Everyone knows, yeah, the 5 dragons came and bring Genwu to the heavens, but not everyone knows where during the story he subdue those dragons so they can come and bring him to the heavens. Yeah, this for another time. So okay, this was about it. I'm really, really curious, what time is it? About
1:45.
good. We can have our night snack, right? Okay. So questions, note them for yourself. I know now you don't have, because your head is like this now, but questions will come and then you write them down for yourselves, and then with the time you can ask me and we can talk about those things. Okay?